Welcome everyone. Good evening and thanks for joining this Q2 and H1FY25 earnings conference call of Shilchar Technologies Limited. The investor updates have been uploaded on the stock exchange and on the company website. In case anyone does not have a copy, please feel free to write to us and we will add you to our email list. To take us through today's results, we have with us from the management team, Mr. Alesh Shah, Managing Director, Mr. Atman Shah, Manager Operations, Mr. Prajesh Purohit, Chief Financial Officer. We will start with a brief opening remarks on the business performance of the quarter and half year from Alesh sir, and then open the floor for Q&A session. I would like to remind you all that anything and everything that is said on this call that represents any outlook for the future that can be construed as a forward-looking statement must be viewed in conjunction with the risks and uncertainties that we face. These risks and uncertainties have been mentioned in our annual reports. Over to you, Alesh sir.
Thank you, Sam. I appreciate you all joining us today, and I would like to take a moment to provide a brief update on performance for the quarter and half year for year 24-25, as well as share some insight into our business outlook. Following my remarks, we'll open the floor for the questions. The demand scenario for transformer industry remains buoyant across key market segments. India's power consumption is on the rise, with the country gearing up to meet this surge in demand through substantial capacity addition in both renewable and conventional energy sources. According to the recent commentary from CEA officials, peak electric demand in year 26 is projected to reach more than 270 gigawatts, and by 2035 it could soar to more than 500 gigawatts. This significant growth in power consumption is expected to drive considerable investment in the transmission sector as well, of which the transformers are very key beneficiary. Apart from domestic demand, even export demand is looking up. As I have alluded in my earlier remarks, there are significant investment being made in Western market, be it in the existing aging grid infrastructure or in line with global increase in power consumption. All of this, comes down to a very well demand of transformer for us, and at least for coming few years. Coming to the company updates, after fully utilizing our 4,000 MVA capacity last financial year, we have successfully commercialized an incremental 3,500 MVA capacity in August 2024, taking our total installed capacity to 7,500 MVA. The result of this expansion are already becoming evident. We observed a notable increase in production during September, contributing to both year-over-year and quarter-over-quarter growth in Q2. This higher top line has enabled us to achieve positive operating leverage while maintaining healthy gross margin, resulting in improved EBITDA margin and higher profitability in growth. The new capacity base will be available for utilization in H2, and we are fully prepared to maximize this potential as capacity utilization rates increase each quarter going forward. In line with our expanding operation, we are also onboarding and training a significant amount of new talent into the company to meet the requirement of our new set of operation. We are also streamlining production process at our new plant and effectively ramping up the production capacity. We remain committed to achieving our target of 550 crores during financial year 24-25 and look forward to fully utilizing the incremental capacity in year 25-26. This can result into a turnover of 750 to 800 crores. The demand outlook we are witnessing indicating strong domestic and export inquiries across various applications, including our existing stronghold sectors. We plan to maintain a similar domestic to export revenue mix for the upcoming financial year as well. Overall, we are optimistic about the future and remain committed to achieving our growth objectives while maintaining operational excellence. Thank you all for your attention. Once again, thank you for joining this call, and I now invite you for any questions you may have.
Yash Gandhi, you may please go ahead.
Hi, Elisa. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Am I audible? I can't hear you, Elisa. Sorry, I think your mic is on mute.
Yeah, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yes, congratulations again on a great set of numbers. So my question was basically, given the demand environment that you're seeing, my question is more about FY27. Do you think that is there a risk of more capacity coming in the next 2 years, or do you think in FY27 as well, there's so much demand potential that, we'll be still able to grow revenues by 40-45%?
Yeah, so we are, expecting a demand for coming, next 4 to 5 years for sure. And once we utilize the full capacity in year 25-26, we will have to increase the production capacity to, meet this demand. And for that, we may take a call in coming December or January, whether to go for an expansion, further expansion, and at what capacity. So we will be taking a call in next couple of months.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Abhi Jain, you may please go ahead next.
Good afternoon, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, go ahead, please.
So just a hygiene question. Any plans on getting the share listed on NSE as well? It's just currently listed on the BSE, right?
Yeah, we are seriously thinking on this line also. Of course, decision has not been taken, but we will be again taking decision, maybe next quarter.
Okay. Sir, just a follow-up question, and this is basically on the business demand that you're seeing. Just wanted to segregate in terms of the demand that you're seeing for FY25 and FY26. Could you break the demand in terms of whether it's consistent, across your exports and domestic, or whether you're seeing a higher demand in domestic? And, what sort of players or what sort of customers are these repeat orders, repeat customers? Are you seeing, newer customers enter into the market? Because I just wanted to understand what are the dynamics of the market, this ever-evolving market, this huge demand that is growing in. Just want to understand how sustainable this is.
So we are mainly catering the renewable energy sector, and because of this government push for more and more production of electricity by way of renewable energy, we are expecting huge demand in coming few years, and that is the only sector which we are serving. The demand in local market is going to increase quite a bit. And even in export market, as I said in my opening remark, that those export demand is also increasing quite a bit. But if you are, talking to me on the short of demand growth, I am, bullish on the domestic market.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
We'll take the next question from Naman Parmar.
Yeah, hi. Good afternoon, sir.
Good
Congratulations
afternoon.
on a good set of numbers.
Thank you.
So first question is on my macro side. So how has been the lead time over the export market? You have seen in previously the lead time has been increased from 1 year to 2 years. Now currently you are seeing the similar type of lead time, or what has been in the macro or export market?
No, so our biggest strength is our quality, our service, our brand value, and our lead time. And our lead time to our customer has not increased much. So that is the main advantage which we have, which customer finds it attractive and they prefer us over our competitors.
No, industry-wide also there is not increase in the lead time. It has remained at the similar level, or it has decreased.
It has not decreased for sure, but it has
Okay.
increased slightly. It's nothing major.
Okay.
So I would say, like, instead of 12 weeks now, it has become 14 weeks, 13 or 14 weeks, something like that.
Okay. And secondly, how much contribution would be of the IDT or a renewable transform in the overall revenue? Around 80-90%?
I would say almost 60%.
Okay. And lastly, on how has been the CRGO supply? There has been any issue on that side in procuring the CRGO lamination and pour on?
So there are some
And
issues going on with CRGO imports, which is related to the BIS approval. But material is available, and we are not facing any problem in sourcing this material.
okay. So if you backward integrate more on the radiator tanks or all that in the in-house only, so don't you think you can also increase margin from here also? Even though quarter two you have shown a good set of a margin, but do you think that more backward integrated you can do a
We can always do backward integration, but it depends on the
right,
kind of model which we want to adopt. I think for now
right.
we would like to concentrate on producing transformers rather than anything else. So we don't have any plan at present for any backward integration.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for answering all the questions. Best of luck for the future.
Thank you.
We'll take the next question from Mr. Gyanpresh Yadav. Okay, we'll go ahead to Mr. Vivek Gautam.
Hello.
Vivek?
Am I audible?
Yes, please go ahead.
Hello, Vivek Gautam this side.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Sir, wanted to raise some questions on the sustainability of the growth and the expected opportunity size and total addressable market, sir.
So, like I said, I mean, there is a lot of demand right now. Yes. Like I said, there is a lot of demand of, transformers. Hello. Can you hear us?
Not
Hello.
able to listen.
Can you hear us, Vivekji? Hello.
Hello. We'll take the next question from Mr. Gyan Prakash Yadav. Please go ahead. Mr. Yadav? Okay. We'll take the next question from Mr. Arjun Agarwal.
Sir?
Yes,
hello,
please
good
go
afternoon.
ahead.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
afternoon, sir. Congratulations on a good set of results. Sir,
Thank you.
I have got a couple of questions. So first question is, sir, can you just give a bit of light on what is what is our kind of share, if you can give any data in renewable projects, like, and what kind of MVA we envisage for, like, per year, like if India install 30 gigawatt of solar annually, so what kind of MVA do we envisage as a TAM for renewable in India?
Yeah, so I mean, India targets almost 25 to 30 gigawatts every year. And practically, I think about 15 to 20 gigawatt is what gets installed every year. Now, we have right now with the additional capacity, 7,500 megawatts of transformer, which is like 7.5 gigawatts. And out of that, almost 60% is, for renewable energy. So that is what our, contribution to the renewable energy sector.
Okay. And sir, regarding the capacity expansion, so what is the maximum capacity that we can and that we are looking up to from the existing facility, means from the existing land parcel that we have available, that is available?
Yeah, so I mean, in terms of MVA, we can have a installed capacity of almost 25,000 to 30,000 MVA if we utilize the complete land parcel what we already have right now.
Okay, sir. And one last question is, sir, in your product in your products in the presentation, I have gone through the products, and there was one 132 kV hydro transformer. So the same transformer will be, if it can be used into pumped hydro projects.
Yes, it can be used.
Okay. Thank you. I'll get back in the queue, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
We'll take the next question from Mr. Rudresh Kalyani. Mr. Kalyani? We'll take the next question from Mr. Amit Kumar. Mr. Amit Kumar, please go.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir. Congratulations for the good set of numbers, sir. Sir, I just wanted to know, if you can provide the bifurcation, how many, I was going through the company details, how many transformers we sold in H1, like linear telecom and ARCO, standard line, high frequency, towodial, control, HPHO. Is it possible to give that kind of bifurcation?
No, it would be extremely difficult because there are too many varieties. But we have basically, two segments. One is the electronic and telecommunication transformer, which includes all these high frequency, toroidal, ARCO, linear transformers, and so on. And another category is, distribution and power transformer, which includes all renewable energy distribution substation transformers. So our electronic and telecommunication transformer division is a very small part of our total sales. It contributes less than 5%. So all rest is coming from the oil-cooled distribution and power transformers.
And sir, what is the export percentage in the revenue in H1? And if you could provide the geography-wise allocation, like North America, Europe, Middle East, Africa, just any insight on this?
So I think almost 45% of our sales came from export, and we are mainly exporting to North American countries like US, Canada, and Middle East countries.
Okay, and would you like to provide some guidance for the next 5 years? Volume and top line guidance?
So, I mean, it's next year for, like I said in my opening remark, for year 25-26, once we fully utilize our production capacity, we can do a turnover of about 750 to 800 crores. But going forward from that point onwards, if we have to increase the sales, we'll have to put up new capacity, and for which we will be taking decision in next 2 months for the further expansion and at what capacity and what rating.
Thank you very much, sir. All the best.
Thank you.
We'll take the next question again from Mr. Vivek Gautam. Mr. Gautam, please go ahead. We'll take the next question from Mr. Yash Sinha.
And congratulations on a great set of numbers. I had two questions. Broadly wanted to understand the split in margin profile between your domestic orders and your export orders. And the second one was more of a industry question. Looking at your competitors, they operate at significantly lower EBITDA margins. So just wanted to understand how you guys are able to do, say, north of 25% of EBITDA margins consistently.
So, of course, I mean, I cannot share the exact numbers of for profitability, but export sales have much more, margin than the domestic sales. And though domestic margins are also improving because of the higher demand. Why we make more profit compared to our competitor is because we run a very efficient operation. We have low overheads. We do not have any finance cost. So these are some of the reasons why our profitability is on higher side.
Understood. Just following up on this, in the last year, you guys took about 6 months to get the new capex up and running, right? You mentioned that about 2/3 of your land parcel is still available. If you notice that the demand is picking up, what would be the turnaround time in setting up, say, increased capacity on the remaining land?
So again, I mean, we will be taking a call in next 2 months, but it all depends on what kind of capacity we are installing. But in our case, it is very fast. So if suppose that we decide on setting up a 5,000 MVA new capacity, we can, up and running in less than 1 year.
Okay. Okay. That's helpful. Thank you, guys, and all the best.
Yeah. Thank you.
We'll take the next question from Ashish Upgandwal.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Thank you for this, sir. Sir, there was a question earlier about the current demand is very good versus the supplies, and supplies are catching up probably. So, any insights on, I mean, the supplies that are coming and what sort of demand environment that you see for the next 2-3 years? Because these kind of margins, I think, on domestics are possible when the supply side is constrained. So your views on how this would go will be very helpful, actually.
Yeah, so demand, like I said, is increasing and it will continue to increase as according to my estimate. And I think for next 4-5 years, we'll be having a very robust demand of this kind of transformers. And this will continue to give us the good margin. Of course, everybody is expanding capacity. And I think once they come in the market with their expansion, I think there will be some price pressure, but still the demand will be on higher side. So I would say that going forward, there will be some, pressure on the margin, but at the same time, it won't be that low that, there will be a problem or there will be a substantial reduction in EBITDA or in the net profit.
Sir, how, I mean, when do you see this supply catching up? Because you are in the industry, so you would know who is putting how much, and there would be a kind of a match between the supply demand. Is it like 26 or is it away from there also, 27, 28, given the opportunity in the market overall?
I would say that, from last quarter of year 25-26, the new capacity will start coming into the market. That's what my estimate is. Yeah.
Okay. And sir, on the export side, that's another thing which probably can hedge the overall pricing and margins. So, since you are already exporting 50% of your turnover, so can you spell out for us how is that opportunity? Is it pretty near term, or is it kind of a very substantial opportunity which is a continuous one for us? Is it too big?
Yeah, so export demand has also increased and it is continue to increase. There is a lot of demand in the export market as well. So I personally feel that it will also continue to grow.
Okay, so if there is a maybe oversupply in the domestic market, exports is big enough to absorb that. Is it right to say that?
No, I think there is a lot of demand in domestic market, so you cannot say right now that there is a oversupply.
No, not right now,
I-
sir. Maybe 2 years down the line when capacities just keep flooding in domestic market. That's what I wanted to understand.
It's very difficult to say right now. Very, very difficult to say.
Okay. But for the next 12 to 18 months, the margins like 25% plus, you see that these can be maintained probably.
Yes, we are quite confident on that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
We'll take the next question from Mr. Chintan Shah.
Hi, thank you so much for the opportunity. So there are two questions. So one is you explained on the supply side, but I just wanted to understand in terms of capacities that are coming in, is it majorly from the existing customers, existing players who are there in the industry, or you see that there are new players are entering as well? And secondly, from a customer point of view also, if you can help us understand, I mean, how they, so to say, inclined they would be to just stick to the current suppliers, or they would be willing to go to some new suppliers as well. So if you can explain that.
So major production capacity increase is coming from the existing suppliers, and there are new entrants also. But transformer is a very important product for any project. So customer always prefer to buy from the established existing supplier who has a very good track record. So they will always get a preference over the new entrant. I mean, this is sort of like an entry barrier for the new supplier, because without having a trial, without having a track record, nobody would trust for such an important product and for project. So of course the existing suppliers will have a preference going forward.
Got it, understood. And one of our large peers, I mean, who were not present in this renewable IDT transformers that we do, so they are adding a huge capacity which is coming, say, in December, I believe. So you think that can change the industry scenario in terms of margins as well as the demand supply imbalance?
I don't think so. I mean, because there is a lot of demand right now, I don't think there will be any impact on any, orders or any margins. At least not for coming, couple of years.
Okay, got it, understood. But last question from my side, I mean, will we ever consider to do a larger size transformers which are also required, or we would stick to the current size of transformers that we do? And if so, can you just explain, I mean, how easy or difficult it is to get into that segment?
So right now we have no plan to make any, bigger or higher rating of transformer. We would like to concentrate on the present product range what we have, considering the demand. But going forward, then anything can happen. It all depends on the market scenario.
Okay, got it, understood. Thank you. That's all from my side.
Thank you.
We'll take the next question from Akshay Shah.
Thank you for opportunity, sir. Sir, in the last AGM, we have mentioned that we have received one order from Europe. So, what is the opportunity size in that market?
So in European market is also very good, especially for renewable energy projects. And we had never, concentrated on European market. We were more focused on the North America and Middle East. Now we have started putting efforts in European market, and we have got a breakthrough recently. So I'm sure that slowly that market will get developed and we'll continue to get, more and more orders from there.
Okay. And sir, we see more demand from domestic side, and domestic side margin is lesser. So can it impact our margin going forward in at least 1 year?
No, like I said earlier, I mean, we are quite confident to maintain our margins, at least for next couple of years.
Margins of 30%. That.
Yes, whatever margin we are having right now.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
We'll take the next question from Gunjan Kabra.
Hello. Hi, Alay. Thank you so much for the opportunity. So one question, technically, I wanted to understand that, for example, right now the demand for transformers have increased because suddenly there is, energy transition happening and additional power demand and all of that. So if 100 gigawatts have got installed, so post this, though the huge demand is because of the new 100 gigawatts of solar getting installed. Then next, if 100 gigawatts get installed, then the incremental demand for the transformer industry will slow down a bit, or how does that happen?
So, like I said earlier, the government is pushing for more and more renewable projects, and the target is 25 gigawatts every year right now. Which is not happening, but the actual installation is almost like 15 to 20 gigawatts every year. So this will continue for next, 5-7 years, and probably it will increase also going forward. So demand will continue to be there for next few years.
So no, this incremental demand will come in. That is there. The target for solar is there. So the incremental solar installations will happen. But for the transformer demand, I'm asking, with first 100 gigawatts of installation versus the incremental increase in solar installation, I'm asking. Then the demand for transformers will increase at the same rate, or it will taper down a bit?
No, so I think in renewable projects, especially in solar or wind, whatever you are installing, that many gigawatts of transformer you will require to install that capacity. So if you are installing, say, 10 gigawatts, you need 10 gigawatts of transformer. If you are installing 25 gigawatts, you need 25 gigawatts of transformers. So there is no incremental or anything. Whatever you install, that many transformers are needed.
Okay, so it's 1-to-1 thing. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Second, I wanted to ask that last 1 or 2 weeks back, Power Ministry actually came up with this thing of CRGO shortage and asked the transformers companies to also tell them that, because of all this additional demand that is coming in. So you mentioned that you don't have any issues in sourcing it then, but is there a problem industry level side, or what was this circular all about?
Yeah, so there is a restriction of BIS for the import of CRGO. And that has created a temporary shortage. Now the material is available, only thing that prices have gone up slightly. And in our case, since we do a lot of export, we can always import CRGO against the advance license. So we are not impacted with this kind of shortage.
No, but industry level, is there a scarcity because of the circular that came in, or because we have tie-ups, that is why there is no shortage for us?
There is no shortage in the market right now. CRGO is available. Only thing that prices have gone up slightly. That's it.
Okay. And if you can explain the supply dynamics in the Europe and US and Middle East countries, that how much are they looking forward to India as a sourcing destination, or in terms of their own demand situation, like how much are they sourcing it domestically only, and how much are they looking forward to import?
So in foreign countries, to enter into the market and gain the customer confidence, it requires, a lot of hard work, and you really need to put in a lot of efforts. We have been in this market since last 10 years, and we have done, a lot of efforts. Now customer trust us with our service, with our quality and everything. And that is the reason now we have started enjoying fruits. But for any new entrant, it would be very difficult. It will take a lot of time for them to penetrate.
That is true, but how much, are they looking forward to you, mother, for India, and then you will be the biggest beneficiary because you have worked for 10-12 years in this space to get export certificate and supply to them. But is there an opportunity, like how their demand supply is governed right now? Are they having their own domestic sourcing, or they are looking forward to India or China, is what I wanted to.
No, so every country has a local manufacturer. So, you are competing against them and you have to be better in terms of price, quality, service, lead time, everything. Only then you will get an opportunity. And there is nothing like, India focus or China focus. I mean, customer has to have a comfortable, they have to be comfortable with you and they should be able to trust your product and then you will get the orders. Very simple.
Oh, got it. So we are keeping 50-50 as our domestic and export targets for next 2-3 years also.
Yes, I mean, it can vary, like I would say 60-40 or 40-60, something like that, but pretty much in that ratio only.
Very much in that ratio. Okay. Got it. Thank you so much and good luck to
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
We'll take the next question from Yogesh Sarode.
Hello. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. Congratulations on the great set of numbers, sir. Sir,
Thank
few
you.
things I wanted to understand from the industry specific as well as company specific. One is, sir, our per MV realization, or what can we quote as per MV realization?
In our case, it is roughly 10 lakhs rupees.
Roughly 10 lakhs. Okay, got it. And sir, about the capacity that we just increased, how much is the utilization for the older capacity and the newer, if you can talk in that term, and then how will be ramping up the production on the newer capacity?
I think I already said this in my opening remark. I mean, the old capacity we are fully utilizing. The new capacity we started utilizing from month of September only. And we are expected to utilize fully in year 25-26.
Yeah. So, okay, got it. And sir, the growth guidance that we have for the 550 for this year and for the next few years. So on the volume terms, we are considering only the volume growth. Sir, on the price side, do you expect any price fluctuations to come in future, or how does the pricing work in here? If the copper prices increase, are they then passed directly to the customers, or you will enjoy the margins expansion?
No, so all the orders what we received is at fixed price, and we have to, hedge our risk, which we do it very efficiently, and we don't take any risk. I mean, as soon as we get the order, we book the raw material. So we are not concerned with the deviation in the commodity prices.
Perfect. And sir, for this whole half yearly, sir, have you added any new logos, new customers, or all this demand is coming from the existing customers only?
So majority of our customers are repeat customers, but we do add new customer as well. But right now the priority goes to our existing customer only.
Got it. And sir, if I can ask one more question?
Sorry?
If I can ask one more question?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So what we are saying is we are currently focusing only on the renewable transformers. So on the power transformer side, so what would be the size of the transformer that we are catering to in the MVA terms for the solar? And do we see that when we go towards the higher MVAs, do we see any margin benefit over there? And would we like to exploit that?
So right now we have no plans to go for higher MVA transformer. Whatever, installed capacity what we have, we would like to, continue and cater transformer in that segment only.
So 5 and 50 MVA, 33, 132. Is that the one that we are currently building?
Yeah, I mean, in solar, it's about 17, 18 MVA transformer, 33 kV or 66 kV class.
Okay. And the margin is straight similar in all of them, or the margin also varies across these?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, again, it depends on the demand, depends on the specification, depends on the customer.
Got it. I think that answers all my questions, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll take the next question from Mr. Venkateshwarlu Vellupalli.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Are you?
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Thank you for taking my call. I just wanted to ask one question. Are you anticipating any risk?
Business is always a big risk, but right now I think everything is looking good. I don't expect any major, risk at the moment.
Thank you, sir. That answers my question. All the best.
Thank you.
Next question from the line of Mr. Gunal Bansal. Mr. Bansal, please go ahead. We'll take the next question from Mr. Rakesh. We'll take the next question from Mr. Sarvesh Bodh. Mr. Sarvesh, please go ahead. We'll take the next question from Mr. Abhishek Jain. Mr. Jain, please go ahead. Abhishek, please unmute and go ahead. Mr. Abhishek Jain. Okay. We'll take the next question from Chinmay Upadhyay. Mr. Upadhyay, please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible? Hello.
We'll take the next question from
Hello.
Mr. Bhavin Solanki.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Mr. Solanki.
हाँ हेलो मेरी आवाज आ रही है हेलो 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 हेलो
Mr. Bhavin Solanki, please go ahead.
हेलो
हेलो
हाँ हाँ सुनाई दे रहा है अभी
यस यस गो अहेड प्लीज
सर जैसे आगे एक पार्टिसिपेंट ने पूछा तो उसके सिमिलर ही जैसे मेरा क्वेश्चन है लेकिन शायद मैं उस टाइम पे समझ नहीं पाया कि अगर कोई 100 मेगावाट का अगर जैसे पार्क बना रहा है तो नजदीक में एक जैसे सबस्टेशन लगेगा कि पावर इवेक्यूएट होने के लिए तो वो अगर सबस्टेशन की कैपेसिटी तो वहां पे ट्रांसफॉर्मर यानी समझना वो चाहता था कि ट्रांसफॉर्मर की कैपेसिटी यानी अगर 100 मेगावाट का किसी ने लगाया है तो उतने ही मेगा उसके लिए जितना रिक्वायर्ड ट्रांसफॉर्मर होगा जो साइज उसके हिसाब से ही लगेगा कि कुछ एक्स्ट्रा ट्रांसफॉर्मर की साइज भी लग सकती है कि अगर इन फ्यूचर नजदीक में और कोई सोलर पार्क लगे तो वहां से पावर इवेक्यूएट होने में नया इंफ्रा खड़ा ना करना पड़े सबस्टेशन के एंगल से या वैसे तो ये वर्क
So,
कैसे
I
करता है
mean,
वो थोड़ा सा
okay, I'll explain you. So, basically, we make IDTs. We don't make the substation transformer. So,
ओके
for that's what I explained that if there is a solar park of say 2 gigawatts, then it requires 2 gigawatts of IDT, inverter duty transformers. That is what we supply. Then there is a substation. Substation depends on, how many such parks are over there, whether they have any future expansion plan or anything. And based on that, they can decide and put up a right capacity of substation transformer. Now, those
ओके
substation transformers are called basically a big power transformers, which are in range of 100 megawatts or 200 megawatts and so on.
ओके 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 गॉट इट सर थैंक यू
All right.
दैट्स इट फॉर माय साइड
Mr. Sarvesh Ghosh, please go ahead. I'll just read out the questions which are there in the chat box. We have expected some downtime for new capacity stabilization. Are those initial issues behind us, and can we expect 100% utilization in Q3? There's some questions that I have.
Yeah, so I mean, we will be utilizing a major capacity since we have a lot of orders on hand. We will try and utilize the full capacity in Q3 and Q4 as well. But obviously, with any new production capacity, there might be, a lot of teething troubles. But if we are able to gear up the production fast, yes, we will be, utilizing full capacity in Q3 and Q4.
We'll take the next question from Mr. Naman Parmar. Naman, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the follow-up question. Just wanted to know what is the current order book?
We have order book of almost 450 crores right now.
And is executable in how much time?
I would say in next 6 to 9 months.
9 months. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll take the next question from Mr. Wasim Ahmed. Mr. Ahmed, please go ahead.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, actually, I wanted to understand what portion of the total solar installation cost this IDT is.
Sorry, can you repeat it again, please?
Sir, suppose solar installation is going on and that cost, full cost is 100 crores. So what portion of that cost goes to this IDT transformer?
Very difficult to say because it varies from project to project. That depends on the site condition, the land cost, the panel cost, inverter cost, and so on. But I would say that transformer cost would be maybe around 15 to 20%. Very difficult to say. I'm just giving you a very rough estimate.
Okay, sir. Okay, fine, sir.
We'll take the next question from Jihan from Nirmal Bang. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Sir, if you can provide some clarity on the competitive intensity in our segments where we operate less than 66 kV, especially on the IDT side, and are there any unorganized players here, and how many players would there be overall in India?
So I would say that, in organized sector, there are maybe around, good 15 different suppliers. But then there are a lot of small suppliers who cater to the small projects or small solar projects. And that number can be anywhere between, 22, 25, 30 suppliers all over India.
Okay. So secondly, if you can provide the revenue breakup, let's say ballpark between captive users, and how much is being, demanded by utility scale private producers, and any particular industries which are driving growth?
So we are supplying mainly to renewable energy sector. We don't supply any transformer to state utility companies. I said earlier that, almost 60% of our sales come from the renewable energy transformers, and the balance comes from either export or distribution transformers.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. That was the last question for the day. I would hand over the mic to Mr. Ajay Shah for closing remarks.
Yeah, thank you everyone for participating, and it was nice talking to you, and we look forward to, having similar call in future. Thank you once again.